Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to be finishing up the knife forged from a steel ball. If you haven't seen part 1, go check that out first. In the first part, we got the steel ball flattened out into a workable shape to start making the knife out of. I'm going to be hammering in the tip. I want to get it a little bit longer also. I'm doing as much as I can on the forge, so I don't have a lot of grinding to do. I try and get as much done on the forge as I can. In the beginning, when I first started making knives, I was only able to forge a little bit. I spent a lot more time on the grinder, so as I get better, I like to do as much as I can to forge and spend as little time as I can on the grinder. Almost got the shape that I want for the tip of the knife. I'm going to start working on the handle. Get the separation where the handle meets the blade. Just get the rough shape. I'll finish that on the grinder. We're getting close to where I want to be and make sure it looks straight. Put it in another couple times just to straighten everything out. That way I don't have to take off too much steel to make it straight on the grinder. Now I'm just going to be refining the shape so it's exactly how I want it before I start grinding the bevels. I like to clean up the surface with the flap disc. You don't have to do this, but ever since I started doing it, it makes it a lot easier. Make sure it's totally flat, hooked up my magnets. I'm just going to flatten each side. You have one side that's not as straight as the other. Your bevels can end up being a little bit crooked. This steel, I wasn't sure if it was high carbon or stainless. It was really hard for me to drill the holes. This one hole I had in the front took me about 45 minutes to get through the steel. And the second one I wasn't able to get through, so I'm going to work on that a little bit later. For the heat treat, I still felt like it was a high carbon instead of stainless, so I treated it as 52-100 steel. Now I'm going to use the files and we'll see if it hardened or not. The file's skating over it real easily. There's not any resistance. It's not grabbing onto the steel, but it is hard. I tempered it in the oven. You can see it giving it a nice straw color, which is right where we want it. And there's a big flowering of sparks. You get more of a flowering with a hardened blade. If it wasn't hard, sparks would be like they were before I treated it. Now I'm going to clean it up. I want to do an acid wash on the blade just to give it a different finish. I soaked it in here for about 45 minutes. I'm just going to clean it up on my Scotch-Brite belt. There's a little bit of a pattern in there, but it was really faint. You can just barely see it in the video. I'm going to be using Black G10 for the handle and Red G10 liners. I'm using Windex just to clean them up. You have to make sure there's no dust or anything on them. If there is something on them, then a lot of times the epoxy won't stick. You can end up with gaps, which doesn't want to stick to the seal. Since I only have one pin right now, I let the epoxy sit for 72 hours instead of 48. After I got the handle sanded down, I decided I was going to just try and put another hole in the knife with the handle on. It's risky because it could have cracked, but it went through just fine. I was going to leave it just with the one pin, but it looked funny. So it took about an hour and a half to get that hole in, but I'm glad I did it. It looks a lot better. It sliced right through the cardboard. The blade wasn't long enough, so a couple times I had to hit it again just because it wouldn't go all the way through. It was very sharp. I want to try on a branch, see how when you take off the wood. Dug in really deep. Hi guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, found it interesting or useful, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next video.